That is, yo, I'm liking this. I'm telling you, I've never been on this side of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I I've always been on the other side, just asking the questions. Like I said, I have two shows. One is a sports one I do weekly. The other one I do quarterly, I'd say. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay. But yeah, I'm glad you sent me some links because I was able to generate some questions. I was able to kind of get a feel for your other podcast, and I'm gonna check out the sports one. I really wish I could talk sports, but I'm not a sports. As big as I am, you would think that I'm into sports, but it's like my attention span sucks. Now, if you talk anime, I'm all like, yeah, I could definitely talk anime.
Oh man, I got a lot of people at work that are anime fans. I'm not kidding you. I'm on my desk here. I have a little stack here of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but these are like the originals.
The
I'm not trying to be a nerd here, but
Look, no shame. There's no such thing as being a nerd. Because I mean, think about it. Like, I hate that I lost all my Pokemon.
oh, like I found this guy a while ago. I remember him back in the day.
Hold up, your camera's kind of fuzzy.
Dark Magician.
Okay, I figured that was him.
Yeah. Who else do I have that I was really like? I'm not getting rid of him. One of the three main. Let me see if I can get some light on it. Hold on.
I'm trying to make it out.
It's Cypher the Sky Dragon. I know. I just saw them in my cabinet a little bit ago. I'm like, let me go through these. I'm like, some of them I don't even know, but these were like the original.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to get something to hang it over here on the side. I got some sports cards that I kept that I wanted to get rid of, but I kept some of them.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Let me stop before I really do an interview right now because I'll tell you, I got some. Just even talking about the cards, I just there's so many directions I can go because it's like, I mean, outside of sports, yeah. I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm good.
You're all good.
But yeah, man. So we'll do 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Doesn't matter. We could. You have time now?
Yeah, I mean, I've already eaten and everything.
If you want to do it now, yeah. Like I said, I blocked this time off so I do ad reads, but I can do ad reads tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
No
shoot,
big deal.
I'm cool with it. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's
Well, I
roll.
mean,
Let's do it right now.
we're already here, man. So, all right, now I can fully go. I can fully go geek out. What are ad reads? I gotta ask. What are?
So, yeah, no. Ad reads are basically advertisements or sponsors. So you
Okay.
go out there and get people to sponsor your show, and then you just do an ad read like, "This show is sponsored by whoever." So I got my first sponsor. Was a drywalling company that I was gonna do an ad read and send it to them and see what their thoughts were on it.
Okay, man. So do you just go up to them? Did you like write out a proposal letter or like?
So I knew the guy. I know him personally. And I
Hmm.
asked him if he wanted to do it. But like, there were some businesses here in my local town where I'm just like, hey, can you sponsor the show? I'll do pre-roll, mid-roll, or end-roll. I could do an interview with them, a product, a recommendation. So there's a brewery here in town that I'm gonna ask. They have an event this weekend if they want to do a sponsorship, and I'd be like, hey, I can do before the show. Stop on here, or I could do their new fall drink. Try that out. Give it a review. Like, hey, you gotta try this pumpkin spice beer, something like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So it sounds like it's just, hey, can you help? So like when you do sponsorships or when you get sponsored, what
Yeah.
is the so like are they giving you cash? Do you need to have the LL? I mean,
It all depends on what you need. If you're like this drywalling company, they're asking, is there something I need for the show? And they're looking at this. He was the one that mentioned the whole thing of like getting the microphone hooked up to the phone.
hmm,
So I'm like, hey, if you can do that, that'd be good for this month, and then maybe next month we look at maybe a payment thing,
okay,
however you want to do it. I'm gonna make a cash app as a different so like so I have my business and then I have my personal one, so then I don't mix it up.
okay. So like, are you running your podcast as like a LLC
No,
or or is it just kind of just floating out there?
just floating out there.
Okay. But
But I
I,
go on. I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio just got renewed, Spreaker. What other ones do I have? Let me look.
Spreaker.
Yep, so Spreaker distributes it, all of it. You just do a little bit of a fee and it'll
Hmm.
send it out. It can send it to Facebook, it can send it to Twitter. Let me see.
So you mean to
Distribution.
tell me I don't have to at 9 o'clock every day copy and paste?
No, and I can talk to you
Oh,
about that. So I'm on, for this one, I'm on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and I don't know this other one. But no, I've actually have my this week's episode done already, edited and
mm,
scheduled for the 4th at 9 a.m. to be released, and it's going to go to Facebook and Twitter, basically X. And then when I do like shorts, reels, or TikToks, I do I use Riverside to help with that,
mm.
and then I just pre-post it or schedule it. So then at 9 a.m. on the certain days, it sends.
Okay. Cause yeah, I use Riverside to do my edits and
Yeah.
make my shorts. But as far as like the distributing of it, I do it all myself. Like I at 9 o'clock, so I have it scheduled to post on YouTube 9 o'clock every day, except for I haven't been doing Saturdays and Sundays. But
Hmm.
every day at 9 o'clock, I post the Monday. I post the full episode. Tuesday through Friday, I'm doing short. And then as far as promoting it out, I'll go in and type out a description and put it into SEO NLP format, and then I'm copying and pasting.
Oh no, so like Instagram, you can do the short and reels that connects to Facebook. TikTok, you can pre-schedule. YouTube, you can pre-schedule. When I How I do it is Wednesday record. That's why I had our schedule for Wednesday, which is fine. I have nothing going on today, anyways. Wednesday, um, schedule recording, edit as much as I can, and then Thursday's release. But I'm ready to have 1 week ahead. So if I
Okay.
don't get it all edited done, I'm not like, oh God, I'm gonna get it done. On Thursday, Saturday, Monday, TikTok's already pre-planned to send out,
Hmm.
and then restart. I'm doing my second show, the one that's the interview one. That's going to be record on Tuesday, release Wednesday with TikToks on Sunday, Friday, and Tuesday.
Okay.
So then almost every day I have some sort of out.
So like two shows, I gotta say two shows, which I love the episode that you did. The one I really like got to listen to without any interruptions was the American Dad, the Best American Dad one. I
Oh
think you did
yes,
with
that
your
was
sister.
that one.
Yo, that one was pretty dope. I like that one. I was like, at first, at first, I thought y'all were gonna go for like just TV dads. So
Yeah,
I was all like, well, for me, TV dads is like Dr. Huxtable, Bill Cosby,
yeah,
Uncle Phil, and Carl Winslow. Those were my TV dads. Of course, you have the Tanners from
of
from Full
course.
House, but I didn't really watch them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm talking about, like I actually sat down and I was like dedicated to watching was Fresh Prince of Bel Air and Family Matters for sure. Now I did watch Full House, but I didn't follow the storyline too much. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? It was just I'm not afraid to say it. People may beat me up. I thought, whenever I was younger, I thought the Olsen twins were cute. So
Oh yeah.
hey, I'm gonna watch it because it got one of the Olsen twins in it. I mean, heck, I thought Raven was cute growing up. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? So,
Heck yeah, Raven. There's Kim Possible. Can't go
yeah,
wrong there. I know it's animated, but
like I had look my childhood crushes: Kyla Pratt, Megan Good, Raven Simone, the Olsen twins, the God, I forget her name. She played she played in Even Stevens, and she was the voice of Kim Possible. Christy Race, some. Well,
I
the
got
voice.
you. Christy Carlson Romero.
Yes, that was a childhood crush. Hillary Duff was a childhood crush. The
Oh
girl
yeah.
who I had a bunch of childhood crushes. I could keep naming them.
But no, it was me, my sister, and one of our close friends that we did that one. But before that one, we did, which one was it? Best of the 2000s Part 2. That one was
Yo,
I had
that was the
one,
next
two,
one I
three,
was gonna
four, five.
watch.
That one.
Well,
There's
listen,
the reason why it's Part 1, Part 2 is because one of my first episodes is the original Best of 2000s, and I honestly just grabbed the same 64, shuffled
mhm,
them, and ran them through again.
okay,
And it's interesting how I'm not going to spoil it, but there is one song that is consistent in both shows.
one song.
One song that made it to the finals in both shows.
Hmm.
I was like, if out of 7 different people, this one song makes it both times,
Yo,
it's got to be a top
it had
song.
to been a bad song. Like man, yo, with Night of the Roxbury's, would that be a 2000? No, I know it's a song, but I was just thinking of with Night
What
of the
was the song?
Roxbury. No, that's the name of the movie. But the song from Night at the Roxbury. God dang it! What is that song? Because it's the head nod. I
Let
think
me.
what is love, love, baby, don't hurt me.
Oh,
I think that was it. Yo, I'm
let
sorry,
me.
everybody.
It is a 2000. No, 1993.
Okay.
What is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me is from 1993 hit song What Is Love by Hathaway. So no, it would not make it. But I'm
Okay.
looking at doing a 1990s, and I don't know if I did a 2000 yet. 2010. I don't think so. I might have. I did best 2010s. So no, there's some. Are you like a wrestling fan at all?
A little bit. A little bit. I'm old
So
school.
you know Chris Jericho.
Yes.
You know his cruise.
No, I didn't know he had a career.
So he's on his number seventh, eighth cruise. Well, me, my wife, and my oldest went on a cruise, and we did like a little recap after we got back on the cruise. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very informal, but it's the four of us. Well, my youngest was gone away, but the four of us talking about the cruise.
Okay.
So yeah, all these shows here are very interesting and very fun. My top ones are like the Wilmer Cadet. It was a senior from last year here in town, and what she's doing as a captain and overcoming adversity. And then the superintendent one was he's been there at the high school since I was there, and he was basketball coach. So we talked about some of his top basketball moments and what he does at the school.
Okay. So, man, let me ask you, and again, I'm asking because I'm new to this. I'm new to this podcasting game. What? Well, first things first. Let me ask you this question:
For sure.
what made you want to become a podcaster? Is this a love? Is it a passion? Is it just a fight of fancy, and I stuck with it? And
I enjoy to talk. I enjoy
okay,
talking. I enjoy like the sports one. Me and my buddy were gonna do it, but then he got busy and we couldn't start it, so I just did it and myself. And I just enjoy talking. And I just incorporated video maybe a month or so ago, but before it was just audio. I had a little room in my office that I would basically have the same setup I have here
mm-hmm.
and just talk and then post it. And then I had to stop for a while and I picked it back up again. And I stopped a while, picked it back up again. But no, I just enjoy to talk. I love to talk. It's something that I enjoy to do. And then interviewing, it's just people that I know. I think
Mm-hmm.
all of these interviews are people that I've talked to or I've known or I've grown up with. So it's just a great conversation to have and just, hey, how you doing? I'm like I said, I'm looking through my episode list now. Um, one of them that I think that you would like is like a video game bracket, top video game in our childhood.
Yes,
Call
you're
of Duty.
speaking my language right now.
Yeah, that's me and two of my buddies who we grew up living, I'm not kidding you, living on the Xbox 360.
Yes,
So,
yes, a
yo,
man
yeah.
after my own heart. Yes,
Video game,
yes,
but
speaking my
it's may
language.
not podcast because I think my friend was redoing his house at the time, so you hear the drill in the background a little bit, but like Madden is in there. There's Call of Duty, there's Halo, there's Driver 3, Mario Kart, Frogger. Those just to name a few.
Man, look, I got I got a game y'all probably didn't list. Shaq Fu, Killer Instinct.
I don't think those were on the list. I think we had 32. I don't know if I don't have the list in front of me, but no, we had 30, 32? 32 or 16 games, and it was a very shocking, not really shocking win. We already kind of figured which one was going to win, But it
Yeah.
was a good debate between the three of us. Like I said, we grew up. It was uh, one of my buddies who's 1 year older than
Hmm.
me, and then one guy who was 1 year younger. So we were right there in age.
Okay.
And it was just a great time of just us reminiscing of the old times.
Okay. So
But no, back to answer your question, I just enjoy talking. I enjoy the interaction. I've been told I can make friends with anybody.
I've
So
been
I can go
told
around to somebody, hey, how's it going? Just a small talk and just come back like, yep, I know their whole life story.
I'm the same way. Don't feel bad. Like I did an episode with my he's really my friend, but I call him he's like my little brother. And we were talking and I was telling him about I said some of the best conversations I've had in my life have been, hey, do you got a lighter? Cigarettes. He's all like, what do you mean? Like, how does that? I said, hey, do you have a lighter? Sparks up so many conversations. It's unreal.
It's kind of like the water cooler conversation. People at work right next to the water cooler, let's get a drink, and then you just go
Yeah,
on.
it
Oh yeah, no,
sparks up.
it's like I said, I can talk with anybody and have a discussion, and I'll find, like you just said, we weren't even, I don't think we recorded it. Within 5 minutes of us talking, you said you'd like anime, and boom, I had a thing of Yu-Gi-Oh cards here, and then
Hmm.
we're talking about Pokemon, like just little topics and just expanding it.
Oh yeah. I mean, so what's kept you motivated? Like, what's kept you persistent? Like, you know what? On bad days, good days, what's kept you persistent in doing this? Because and I asked the question because I'm again, like I told you in our messages, I'm under a year. I
Mhm.
make a year in November, and I've kind of I'm not gonna say I plateaued, but I'm like I'm at that point where I'm questioning it. Like, am I
Yeah,
doing it? Am I doing it
so I'm gonna be
right?
completely honest with you.
Hmm.
I've had my sports show since 2021. I've had my interview one since 2020. I'm going to tell you right now, I did stop recording for almost a year between both of them. Why? I lived in an apartment. I had all my stuff in the garage. It was cold in the winter. I just couldn't get back into it. And then I'm like, you know what? I have this equipment. Let's start doing it. And then I
Hmm.
started for a while, and then I fell off again. So you got to have that consistency of just pushing yourself outside of your limits. I was doing the sports one from like November to January daily, except for Saturdays and Sundays. But then
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, it's too much because now I have to battle that and work. So now I'm trying to find a good rhythm of like, okay, if I schedule everything, don't gotta worry about it. Just gotta check it. Oh, post it. Check. Done. And then just the recordings where if you take an hour and a half of the night, like, all right, I'm gonna record here, blocking this out for myself. Nobody has to really bother you. You still have the kids running in and out, but the whole plateau thing, you'll see your stats and you'll see you go like, oh, I got a couple views, and then just plateaus at like zero for how long? You're like, what's going on? I see it too, and I saw it today. I'm like, why can I not get this above one? Like someone listen to my show.
Yeah.
I just start throwing everything out. Like I said, the TikToks, the postings, the advertisements. Like I said, I've been doing this for what, 4 or 5 years, and if I can change this timeline, I don't have like
Hmm. Yeah, I'm still here.
they connected to the truck. They're leaving. The family's leaving for a sec.
No
So they
problem.
kind of like, why is it connected to the truck? But no, I've had days where I got like 7 views. I'm like, wow, what was this? And it's the one that you least expect. My top show is, like I said, the superintendent and the Cardettes. Don't know what came of it, but those are my top two shows. And I'm like, oh, those are the ones that hit out of the park. Perfect. Now I know what you guys want to listen to.
Yeah, I think I did one and it got. Hold on, let me. You know what? I got it pulled up. Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh yeah, you're good. Like I said, I'm doing the same thing right now, so I can.
Let's see.
But yeah, I did my last season for Break It Down was I interviewed my grandma. She's up there in age. She had 7 kids, and everyone's like, "We want something to remember her by if something were to happen." I'm like, "I'm gonna just do a show. We'll always
Yeah,
have her voice there. We'll talk to her." That was 37 minutes of us just conversating. Hey, how was it like growing up back then? was a
One with my
top hit
grandma
one.
too. I did one with my mama. Here it is. My top two as of right now is I have two of them, and one got 116 views and one got 115 views.
There you go.
And it's like I'm like, man, but they're not subscribing. So what's the trick to get them? Well, I mean, there's no trick to get them to subscribe, but
Consistency. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm finding things that people like to listen to. And it might be weird going out of that comfort zone. So like my sports one, I don't know a lot about baseball. I'm horrible at baseball, but my buddy lives and dies baseball. Where I'm like, come on in. And he was the last show.
mm,
He just went on and talked about baseball, about the Twins and things that he liked. You may have seen the shorts of it, but how
yeah.
he enjoyed the pitch clock difference. I was like, perfect. Like I said, I'm not a baseball guy, but I got somebody who was. Not next week, the week after, I've got somebody who's really enjoying of hockey. Come on in, just talk hockey.
So how do you find your guests? Like, is it how we met on Facebook, or is there?
Everybody on the Empty Field podcast show are people that I've known.
Okay.
So last one, his name was Tim. I work with Tim. The hockey one, his name is Austin. I went to school with him. My last two episodes were two of my classmates.
Okay.
So I'm just finding people that I know and picking their talents.
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah, I've been kind of fishing on Facebook. Like, I made a good friend. My very first collab was with my homeboy Corey. Off of that collab, we became real good friends. Like, he's kind of my mentor. I go to him a lot for guidance and stuff like that. So big ups to him. And then I had two other collabs I've done. And then I have my little bro who's constantly on he's kind of been a recurring co-host with me. Him and his friend, well, she's my friend too now, AJ. So big ups to them too if they watch this, because like they're like so awesome. Cause I tell them all the time, I'm like, look, I understand we're not making money right now, but I appreciate
Yeah.
y'all donating time to help me out, help the podcast out. Because like I was telling them, I'm shy, so doing this by myself, I get scared a little bit, and doing it with them has made it a little bit easier to where like now I'm like, okay, I can do this. Like, let's go.
Last year it was me and my buddy Dylan. I asked him like, hey, because originally I just did an interview with him being his role at the school of being like an athletic director.
Mm,
And then as I was just putting stuff away, I'm like, man, I could really use somebody who would do predictions with me for the NFL season. It's like, I'll do it. So now every Wednesday, him and I will hop on, give
mm.
us, give everybody our NFL predictions, and then I go on next week.
Okay.
And now I might get my other buddy in, so now we have a three-way booth. And now how I have it is kind of like some of the shows on like the major platforms of like the
Mm.
three screens and people debating. By all
Okay.
means, I'm trying to go that way, but I'm also trying not to go that way. I'm trying to make it unique, but also something that people are familiar with.
No, I get it. I mean, like the my matter of fact, one of my Corey told me he got his inspiration. I forgot where he said he got it from. I think he said from ESPN. That's how he
Yeah,
came up with his style of podcasting. So I mean, I'm trying to, from what I'm gathering, is it looks like y'all kind of found y'all's style of doing it.
yeah.
You gotta find your style. So I think that's what I'm looking for. Maybe that's it. I'm trying to find my style of podcasting.
Yeah, find the way that makes your life easier. Like I said, this Riverside, I've tried other places. I wasn't really a fan. This one I've enjoyed so much.
Yeah.
Like it does it like some of your TikToks for you. It does some of your. There's some of them that it misses. Like you are doing the recording. Like, yeah, I want this as a short, and it doesn't even clip it. You got to
Hmm.
find it.
Yeah.
But then otherwise, I've hopped in here. I've used it for three guests. They've said they liked it. It's just, I think this is a great system.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I can't think of anything better than this. I tried what was it, Podcastle or something like that, and it didn't work out too well. Once I found Riverside, I was stuck. That's it. I'm like, yep, I'm not going any further.
Oh yeah, and the annual isn't bad either.
Nice.
Like,
I think I have the one above the free one. I didn't go for broke with it. I mean, granted, my wife,
mhm.
my executive producer, said, "Yeah, I'm not sure, babe. I'm not saying you can't do this, but you have a habit of picking stuff up and putting stuff down. So what I'm going to need you to do is you can pay for the subscription, but get the one that is not expensive. And let's see where you're at in a year. Work with that for a
Oh
year.
yeah,
Let's see where you're at, and then come back and we'll discuss."
oh yeah, and it's just keeping a consistency of how you're gonna do things, and that's one thing like I'm trying to learn myself. Like I said, I've dropped it, picked it back up, dropped it, picked it back up. I'm trying to keep it consistent and the same way every time.
Mm-hmm.
And even people at my job are like, "Hey, that was a good interview you did with like a Tim or whatever." And I'm like, "Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure you follow or like." I just started a Patreon, and I'm not doing like 19 different tiers. I'm doing two, $5 and $20. And then if
Okay.
they want to, they can add something else if they'd like.
So I saw you had a web page. I need details. I need the
A web,
deets.
even I don't even know that.
I thought you're.
On Spreaker,
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Where was it? I thought you had a web page.
I have a Spreaker page. I think it might be the one I showed you.
Yeah, the link that you sent me.
Yeah, Spreaker.
That's speaker. Okay, okay,
It's yeah, Spreaker. Spreaker.
okay.
And that houses all my three shows. My kid has a show, but she doesn't really use it. But yeah, and you can go in there and you can view everything, view stats. I don't really have a website, but
Okay. So is that like link? Is that like a link tree? Would that
kinda.
be equivalent to
Yeah.
link tree?
Like I said, it goes to your Facebook, your X, um like I said, it goes to different, I think it is YouTube. Used to do YouTube.
So you don't do
Let me see.
YouTube anymore?
I do on I just send it after I'm done with the Riverside.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Facebook, and there is a supporters club on there, but you can do kind of like the same thing as Patreon. But I'm gonna do Patreon. A little easier, I
Okay.
think.
I'm gonna look into Patreon, see what I can do to get some like
And like I
just
said, you have to just get out there and talk to people. Like, hey, would you be interested in sponsoring the show?
that's the
And like I
hardest.
said, you might get told no. I got told, hey, no. I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
appreciate it. Or hey, would you like to do an interview? I'm busy. Sounds good. I'll check in a year.
yeah.
So no, that's one thing I've learned is just be consistent with it.
Okay.
And you don't need a fancy MacBook Pro $1,000 laptop. I've got this Camel one 3 years ago,
Mhm.
and it does the job. My
Oh
phone
yeah.
does the recording,
Mhm.
my laptop does the producing and the posting, and that's about it. I
Okay.
don't need nothing big. I've got two lights here, and I got my signs in the back.
Okay. I got I use Lenovo. My wife just, she did, big ups to my wife. She did upgrade me for Christmas. So, how do the ladies do it nowadays? Yeah, my wife was on that.
Little sprinkle, yeah. No, she told me just don't go crazy and just stay consistent with it. Cause I'll tell you, last year I bought myself a PS5. I'm like, oh yes, this is awesome. Played it
Hmm.
maybe 4 times. I just don't have time. So I'm like, I'd rather put something that I enjoy. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the PlayStation, but I
Hmm.
enjoy talking, putting stuff out there, giving people my honest review on things. And yes, I may only get 5 views. All right, cool. I impacted 5 people's lives. Let's maybe aim for 7 next. I know, like you said, you weren't into sports, but the Micah Parsons trade was at my wife's work, and she was going inside real quick. I'm like, I'm gonna record real quick, and I recorded something, and it got I think 20 some views within the first 5 minutes. I was
Hmm.
like, oh, sweet, that's awesome. Now it's at like 22. It died off pretty fast, but hey, the interaction was there, and people are like, oh, you're right. One thing I've learned is if somebody comments on something like, hey, you know, the best Yu-Gi-Oh card is Blue Eyes White Dragon. But yeah, you know what? You're right. It's one of the top original cards. And then try not to like push people away. I comment on anytime somebody comments on my things, I try to comment back. Positive things or whatever. Or hey, take a listen to the show. Here's my full recap of it.
Yeah. I had one, I'll tell you like I told Corey, I had my first negative comment and I was like, I called him up. I was like, Corey, guess what? What? Like I got my first comment. It's a negative comment, but I got my first comment out of it and I was like,
If you don't mind me asking, what was the negative comment?
I'll do it
Something about
live.
like, oh, you suck.
No, in a nutshell, he was telling me, because we were talking about the THC ban in Texas,
Yeah,
and I had said from the get go, I wasn't a avid smoker,
yeah.
like of weed or anything like that. So I really didn't know too much about it. I was more so attacking it from the approach of the government trying to tell you what you can and can't do
Yeah.
and everything. So the guy, I'm pulling it up. Where's the comment?
In that situation, I would. This sounds kind of weird and kind of do what you want with it, but I would invite him on and be like, hey, give me your take. Let's talk about it.
I can't find it. No, I can't. Hold up. I'm gonna find it because I replied to it, and he was all like, he was just all like, you should do more research before you post or something like that, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, cool, thank you. Like, hey, man, I appreciate your
Appreciate the
input.
listen.
Yeah, like I wasn't negative, I wasn't dismissive or anything.
Yeah.
I was just excited. Hey, you listen to it. Hey, cool.
Oh, yeah. And one thing that's discouraging for me is like you go on social media, you see everybody and their mom was making podcasts. You're like, okay, how do you get people to listen to yours? And like I said, I am sending out shorts, reels, everything, inviting people that are interesting for others. And then maybe if I invite this one guest, he'll tell his buddy, and then his buddy knows this guy who wants to be interviewed. And I usually try to end with it. If you know somebody that want me to interview, give me their info. I will do what I can to interview them. May not be
Hmm.
a long interview if I don't know much about them, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what one thing that discourages me is like you see like everybody coming out with podcasts. Like, what? How do I get mine to be up there? But don't forget, I'm a one man show. It's me
Yeah.
editing,
Oh
sending,
yeah.
posting.
I mean, we're both. I mean, I'm definitely in the same boat. I promote, I edit, I pitch them all out. I'm doing everything myself. I'm finding guests. Like once we get done here, I'm gonna go do mine. I'm gonna go make the short for tomorrow, so I can get that ready to be sent out and everything else like
Yeah,
that. Um, on top of all that, I still talk to my wife. Still, I travel for work, so I'm still dadding from the phone, trying to make sure my kids aren't doing nothing crazy, trying to make
oh
sure
yeah,
my wife is focused on her homework, and so I get the one man show. It's a lot, especially when you're trying to do something that's outside the box and outside the norm.
yeah. And you just gotta find that gap. So like I work early in the morning, so when I now with kids are back at school, so now I have I don't say free time, but time from like 1 to 3, 1 to 4, where I can do ad reads. I can look for guests. I can schedule people to come on. Hey, let's do a show real quick at 2:30. I'll eat, come on, do what I need to do, and then we'll start the show.
Yeah,
And it's just trying to balance it out because I'm always where's my there it is. I've got it right here. Got my um work phone with me just in case something happens at work where I have to answer. That's why right before we hopped on, I had to take a quick call. But that's why I'm always there. So I'm like, okay, if I can work in the morning, do my show here, as long as it's not interfering, I'm doing good.
okay, yeah. No, I definitely get it. I definitely get it because I'm the same.
And it's like I said, it's the consistency thing, and I get it. I can't be like you got to be do this because I did fall off. You can look at all my episodes, and it's bad because it goes from my four I just did, and then it goes from July 2nd, and then goes till June, and then I had a gap from June to April,
Mhm.
so it's not the greatest, but
Hey,
I'm trying.
at least you're doing it. You're doing it, and you're more inspiration for me. Like I said, for me, you don't understand. I really appreciate this because you know I will call you my ram in the bush. I will use my
You there?
yeah. I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not like this big name guy that I go walk around the Walmart and everyone's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Do I want to get to that point? For sure. But right now, it's like, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What is? But it's worth trying for.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if I'm not sure what state are you in?
I'm in Texas.
Texas. All right. So I'm in Minnesota. Small little town, maybe less
Don't
than.
play with me. You're not in Minnesota.
I am. What do I have? I
So
can't even show you anything.
I'm about to make you laugh. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas, right? But
Yeah?
right now I am actually working I'm staying in Egan
Oh, yep. Done.
and I'm working in Rosemont.
We just built a new facility over there. I work for a distribution company. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not. But yeah, I'm in Minnesota right now.
Yeah, no, I'm about probably 2 hours from you.
Okay, cool.
So I'm in Wilmer, so it's about 2 hours southeast, northeast, northwest. West.
Okay. Yeah,
So yeah, no,
I'm like
I'm
down the
in
street
Minnesota. I wish
from
I
the
could show
mall.
you something that says I'm in Minnesota right now, but I can't really do that.
No, it's all good. I'm down the street from the Mall of America. So
Oh, you're right by the airport.
yeah.
Nice, good spot. Go to IKEA.
I thought about no, you know, I have been there. I've definitely been to IKEA. That's a big store.
Oh
That is
yeah,
a very big.
go to the mall. We go there once a year. Why? I don't know why. Because we like to explore the mall.
It's nice once I mean, after you've gone there a couple of times, my anxiety sets in and I realize, I'm not a people person. I mean, I'm a people person, but I'm not a people person. If you're
Yeah,
in my inner circle, I'm good.
I think it was in
But
April we went to Nickelodeon Land and did all that. No, it was in summer. But yeah, Nickelodeon Land, Mall, America. Went to a Twins game, did all that.
okay.
We're actually going down to the cities here next weekend, I believe. Nope, 2 weekends. The 20th.
Okay, cool. Cool.
But anyways, I was going with in where I'm at, there's really no other podcast, there's no other sports show, there's nothing to
Hmm.
compete with, nothing. So I'm like, all right, I'm by myself. Once I get out of the States, it could be a little bit different. But there's nobody in central Minnesota doing a show. There's
Hmm.
nobody in central Minnesota doing something like this. And I've seen people try it and they've completely fallen off. So I'm like, I'm still here. Must mean I have something going.
Yeah. I mean, persistence is one thing I'm learning is persistence is key.
Yeah.
And we, one foot in front of the other, keep going until something happens or until you quit.
My kid's trying to talk to me right
Oh no, you're good. I have 5 kids, so I heard them
now.
whispering,
Got
so
two. Feels like five. You lay down? Okay. Just doing my show.
Fine.
Okay, yep, we'll leave the door open. Okay.
Lock the door.
Okay. Okay. I'll come get you here in a bit, okay? Okay. No, I'm in the corner of my youngest's room. I had an office and I get demoted to a small spot.
it's okay. I lost. Well, I don't want to say I lost. My wife converted what was supposed to be my room into her office, which you know what? Fine. Happy spouse, happy house.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why I'm like I still am able to do it. I was in the shed for a bit. I just brought everything out there, plugged it in, and it worked. And now here I have this little spot I got to plug in. I got my posters back here and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So I have nothing to complain about. Now I've got the space. There should be no excuse why I can't do it.
Yeah. Facts.
When are you planning on posting this?
Um, I guess whenever I get the file, whenever you want to send me the file, I'll just get it up and running. I normally do my uploads on Monday. So I
Okay.
mean, if you want me to wait till if that's cool with you, I can wait till Monday.
I will once we're done here, I'll just send you the file and then we just both plan for the 8th to post it.
Okay.
And then I don't know, just a basic conversation between two people.
Okay. No problem.
Not we both kind of had Q&As for each other.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, I enjoyed it because I'm like, especially I love the spontaneousness of it. It's very refreshing.
Oh yeah. Um, Before we go, tell me about your show. I kind of told
Oh,
you about my sports one in my interview one. What's your show about?
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so used to asking the question. So my show's called the What's Good Family podcast. Where we have unfiltered, real conversations. Let me pull up my little thingy my bobber. Oh, I can't do a screen share. Hold up. Oh, I can do a screen share. Share screen.
Yeah, let me see what you got here.
She's had it. There it is. Ha.
Ooh, what we got here?
So yeah, so this is my podcast, the What's Good Family podcast, unfiltered conversations on life, culture, and everything in between.
It's
And
awesome. That's your logo?
yep. Well,
So,
no. I call this the title page. So my
okay.
logo, let me pull that up. My logo is
I just went through a logo change about a year ago, and I'm loving them.
wow. This is my logo.
That's cool. I like the hands.
So yeah, so I mean like it took me about 2 weeks to actually design it myself. And that's because like I went through I was going through Canva like crazy. I had like maybe 100 designs that I did, and my wife she was like, nope, 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 nope. I don't like this. This ain't working. Like I was like, well, give me something. It was irritating because it was like, oh my god, give me something to go off of. Like, what do I need? What's not working with it? She's like, I don't know. It just she's like, your What's Good Family podcast, what you were giving just wasn't What's Good Family podcast. So like I ultimately I went to Chat GPT, and me and Chat worked on this for about a week, where like I was trying to get idea of colors, what kind of what will work good with what my podcast is about. Because
Yeah,
apparently color schemes and all that other stuff needs to be perfect. So at the end of the day, after much deliberation and sending it through chat, this is what we came up.
I guess I like the hands there. That's pretty cool.
So
I like it.
the headphones represents the podcast. The hands represents the family. Family united
Oh yeah.
under one house, and this kid and this to me, it's the heartbeat of the family.
Oh yeah.
Uniting us
I like
together.
it. That's a good triple meaning. And it keeps you going. It finds your why for it.
Hmm. So yeah, so that was a whole like once I finally did it and settled on it, I was like, yo, I'm not doing this again no time soon.
My first round, I don't have photos of my first photos. They were just basic like Photoshop
Hmm.
ones. And then I got I don't know if I can, let me see if I can pull up mine. So here's the one for the one that we're going to be on. It's called, so One Team Media Production is all my shows combined.
Hmm.
So the headphones, I just really enjoy. It just gives you like that pop of like, yep, you gotta listen to this. Pretty cool design.
Yeah.
And then the sports one is one that I like this one because it's like you drop the mic is on fire, something's gonna go down.
Yeah. No,
So
I like
my
that.
two of
That
them.
stuck out to me whenever I first saw it. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's on the field, the mic is on fire. There's times where I go on my show, I just go on this rant or this hot take. I'm working on getting a whiteboard over here with all the hot takes or like the predictions I make, and
Hmm.
then just mark them off as I go. So like, hey, I called this on this day, way before it happened, and be like, showed you.
Yeah, man. Hold on, let me see. I want to see if I have any of my old projects of where I was of designs, because like yo, I when I say I was going, you know what? I do. Nah, I don't have them, man. I deleted them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, as soon as I could get in my new logos, I deleted the old ones. I'm not gonna lie, but
Dang
I
it.
have a couple shirts made with this, and I try to spice up my shows. And let me see if I can pull up one of my, like, I will do the like prediction sheet, and then I'll post it like Microsoft Forms and be like, hey, this week the top whoever scores the most points on your prediction sheet will get a T-shirt. Will get
Mm,
something.
yeah.
I try to get as involved as I can without overtaking and stepping over that family line. So if I'm doing too much here, I lose family time. Where I'm trying to balance it off, like, okay, now kids are back in school. They don't get home till 3, 4 o'clock. I got 2, 3 hours of just playing.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right, Matt. Well, I'm gonna. Well, I was about to say I'm gonna give you the last word.
Oh, I
This
got
is
the
not
last.
my.
Oh,
This
I
is
usually
not
give
my
people
show.
their hot
This
takes.
is not
Ooh,
my show.
ooh. No, it's fine. I'm not the one used to doing the hot takes. I usually do the same thing. Like, hey, this is your time. This is the platform. By all means, go. And now you're putting me on the spot. Now I know how it feels. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't do anything political or religious or nothing like that. So, and I literally, in my hand here, I have two sheets here that I was going to do before we hopped on, but I'm going to um, go off in a. No, I'll probably go this direction. First off, listen to the two shows, Break It Down podcast and the Empty Field podcast. Empty Field is a weekly sports show. Break It Down is coming back. Going to do two shows a month, longer interviews, more in depth. That will be on Patreon. Please subscribe to Patreon there. Now my hot take. I'm sorry to do this to you. I know you're from Texas, but this is kind of like my forte. On this sheet here from betonline.ag, it has the Dallas Cowboys set at a win total of 7.5. I see that head going down because you know where I'm going with this. They just traded away their best player, Micah Parsons. They got basically a water cooler and a candy bar for that deal, so kind of a bad deal. Then he went to go sign with Green Bay. So Dallas, I'm taking the under 7.5 wins. Dak is not your Lord Savior. That is my hot take. Now, what is your hot take?
I like it. First of all, I don't. I'm gonna say this. Dak Prescott is not my cup of tea. The fact that the Cowboys traded somebody to my wife's team is kind of an insult to me because now I can't parade around the house anymore with my chest poked out. Not that I ever did because I don't really. The Cowboys have not been doing enough to even catch my attention. So for last words, I would say persistence is key. The race is not given to the swift, but to those who can endure. Think of your journey as this. If you're growing slow, you're doing something right because a tree that grows fast can sometimes be knocked over in a heavy windstorm. A tree that grows slow will possibly mean its roots ran deep so it can withstand the windstorm.
Motivational speaker right there.
You think so?
Man, that was great. That was touching. We could use that in our everyday lives, like even with the show. Yeah, we may not get as many views, but hey, do you want to take off right away and it fall, or gain those loyal people that would be on your back, like behind your back the entire time? No, that's great, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
But yeah, that's if you ever want to do this again, let me know. I will, like I said, I'll find time for you, and then I'll send you the link after we're done with this.
All
But yeah,
right,
no, I
most
think we had two good end of the show sayings. Like I said, catch my shows every Thursday 9 a.m. When are we catching your shows?
my shows will be dropping every Monday at 9 a.m. Every Monday you'll get a new episode.
Perfect. Alrighty, man. I appreciate it, and yeah, we will for surely do this again.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.